Hello guys, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I finally managed to fix the issues that we had on stream yesterday with the game lagging super hard, the game freezing on recording that I had today when I tried to make the YouTube video, but it seems to be fixed, at least for the moment. I hope it stays fixed, because I really want to do a series on this, and I've been messing around with this far too long. But I think I finally managed to figure out what was the issue, and now it should actually work, so this is us. Well, we skipped the prologue in this episode. What happened in the prologue is our ship, the Ebon Hawk, was in a space battle, and somehow got absolutely wrecked. We had a huge hole. Everybody on the ship is dead, except for my character, which somehow stayed alive. She was in critical condition though, and we stabilized her using the T3M4 utility droid. Kind of the R2-D2 of this game, if you want to compare it to anything. And he managed to repair the hyperdrive, and we got back to the ship. Sorry, not to the ship. The ship managed to dock here, which is the Paragus mining facility. And, well, strangely enough, we're kind of alone here. Because that's the medical room, that's KoTor, or back, I think it's KoTor. I think it's the Old Republic, it's still KoTor, and in the new movies it's Bacta. It's artificial KoTor, if I'm not mistaken. There's some miners in there as well, this is for healing, if you are not that familiar with Star Wars lore. But what you're probably most distracted by is this bikini we're wearing. Especially for my longtime fan, Stop Messing. Let's have a look at the records, see if there's anything we can find out about what we went through.
The carbon scoring on the vessel suggested it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift chart. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
So that's basically what happened in the prologue, the T3 unit. We, as the T3 units, fixed up the ship, and we got it here. I will actually include, well, you will have seen it by now, but I'm going to include the cutscene from the cutscene you get when the ship actually lands here, so you're kind of in the story. The prologue is not that important.
That would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KoTor, are already another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KoTor tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
So apparently we are a Jedi, and there was an accident here on the Paragus mining facility, which caused the place to go into lockdown.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them, and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Tilo shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing.
Yeah, shit went down here.
And prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
Well, looks like everybody in the medical bay, they evacuated, but everybody's dead. Everybody in the KoTor tank is dead because, except for patient 3, which is us. That's not what we want. Everybody's dead. Sadly. There's some bodies in the morgue, maybe we can loot some stuff. Because that's just how we roll. Unlock the medical storage, yes, more loot for our little Jedi. It seems like the game has frozen again. This is really annoying. I thought I fixed this. Let's see if we can't do anything to... Well, looks like reloading the game actually fixes our issues. So yeah, I'll be reloading for quite a bit probably during this playthrough. It really sucks, and I don't know how. It's basically the only way I can see that fixes it, except from relaunching the game and relaunching the recording, but I don't fancy doing that. So what did you guys miss when the game was frozen? It's somehow someone using the medical computer gave everybody in the KoTor tank a lethal dose of some chemical, and we only survived because we are a Jedi. Didn't I open this door? Seems like I forgot to open this door. Unlock door to morgue. Yeah, that's better. Now we can go loot some bodies. That's the woman from the ship. We actually looted her key, her locker key, during the prologue and cleaned out her locker with the droid. He's a sneaky guy. Well, seems like the dead rise again. And here we are standing awkwardly in our bikini.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead. Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the KoTor tank about you.
Somehow she
How are you
survived.
feeling?
Oh my god, it's frozen again. If I can just well, we'll go through the conversation and hopefully you guys can follow it a bit regardless, so you can hear what she's saying. So, the KoTor tank left me a little drained. Who are you? Is how I'm gonna respond to her. How do you feel?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
So, we are both each other's rescuers, and her name is Kreia. Apparently, the last thing I remembered is the fact that I was on board the Republic ship, the Harbinger.
Your ship
Let's
was
ask her what
attacked.
happened to it.
You were the only survivor, a result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
And somehow she seems to know I'm a Jedi. But I'm not
Your
actually a
stance,
Jedi anymore.
Your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Well, the Jedi Order and I have a troubled history.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
It's not a bad idea to ask her what is actually going on in this place, so I'm going to do that.
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek.
The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
She seems to be in a hurry,
We were attacked
so I'm gonna
once,
ask her why.
and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Let's try to persuade her to tell us what is actually going on here.
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
We'll see if there's somebody left alive in here.
If only for proper first impression.
Maybe she wants to join us.
I'm
Let's see.
not offering to help you. I'm not so young as to leap from death's door as quickly as you. I leave you to
We'll
the
return to her.
explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Oh, we got light side points. That's not actually what we want. She wants us... Let's reload the game again. Well, very much sorry about this, guys. Really have to find out if there isn't a better way of doing this. There's going to be an awful lot of editing in this in this episode of in this series, just as in general. So now with, let's see, we can equip a weapon. We can find a weapon somewhere, like the plasma torch. We can equip that, and then we can actually bash this door open, like a total pro. More corpses. As expected, everybody seems to be dead on this, in the medical area. It's an emerging blaster. We're not gonna open that. But we did find a sword, which we're obviously going to viral cutter. Well, that's a sword. Look at this. This would make a fine action movie. Like this, the outfit combined with the sword. Who wouldn't watch that, right? Alright, we took those droids down pretty easy. More corpses. Those are actually mining droids, so we'll have to find out why they are so aggressive. Or what is their problem, because they're not supposed to shoot at humans. Actually, they do go down fairly easy. Probably just stunned by my outfit. So, we soldier on through the complex. More dead bodies. There was really a massacre here. Emergency hatch.
Exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
I have to find an access terminal. Well, we found one terminal, but it was a medical terminal, so it probably won't be much use to us opening an emergency blast door. Oh my god, we don't have any security skill, really? I forgot to put points into that. That sucks, now we have to bash everything open, like a total barbarian. And we broke something. Ugh. Gonna end up with quite a bit of broken items, I fear. I'm gonna quickly save, in fact, maybe it freezes again. Check the security records.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, KoTor. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Seems like they had more problems than the ones we already know about. Just dumb personnel carrying explosives into a highly dangerous mining facility. Very smart.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just KoTor and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility is going to be space dust by the time the next Helos freighter arrives.
Hashtag blame the Jedi. That's probably what they're going
you're in
for.
maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to
Well, it's
find
always
out how
reassuring
these
to know that
droids
they
are
were
being
actually going to sell
sabotaged.
me
That'll
to
tell
a
me
crime
who's trying to
syndicate.
clear a
That's
path to get
that's
that
not really
Jedi
nice.
off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiots.
Alright, next one.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt KoTor or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
We'll see about that, because I fancy there's some loot
I
there.
secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
I wonder if I even put skills into stealth. Probably I didn't, because, well, I haven't been putting a lot of points into the skills I need. So there's a lot of droids there. There's nobody here. Somebody in the holding cells. Hopefully not a terrible criminal. Maybe it's one of the miners. The crazy miners with their blasters.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Well,
Can you not
fancy
sense
that.
them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
we can see the droids, alright.
You can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Oh, it's frozen again, so let's do a reload. This really sucks. It's ruining my episode. Okay, let's go take out these droids. Probably would have been better if I would have just thrown a grenade at them. I feel like that would have fixed my problems.
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there.
What is
It
happening?
is the force you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it's coming from across a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Looks like I found a new master. And we leveled up. Let's level up our character. I'll definitely take some security. This is cross-class skills, so it's gonna... We don't have enough points to take security, that's a bit unfortunate. Let's take awareness. Might come in useful if we're down in the mines. So now for sensitive and that's pretty cool. Gonna focus on melee weapons. And I can get a force power. So first power I'm gonna take is Mind Trick. Do we? Is it as actually? It's. Is this what we need? Just not actually useful in conversations. Does this affect mind? Yeah. Time for Jedi mind tricks. That's what we're here for. Let's loot this with our awesome bashing skills. Since we didn't even have enough points to get security. We found the stealth field generator. And more broken items. Can now equip the stealth field generator. Oh, so that means... Oh, but I have no skill in stealth, so it's absolutely pointless. Well, that's that sucks quite a bit. But I think I'm gonna end it here and see what is causing all my issues with OBS. Oh. So I hope you did enjoy me playing something else than World of Tanks Story Change. If you want, I will continue this series. Hopefully I'll manage to find a decent fix to the issue we've been having with the freezing. I'll have to do quite a bit of research, I believe, to find out what's really going on with my OBS, but I think I'm gonna put in a cut here and look for a solution. If you guys did not really enjoy this, do let me know. I will stop the series then if I have to. But I did enjoy playing this. It's been a while, and this is a really great game. So, or maybe you want to see me play different games. Just let me know. If I have the game, I'll definitely play it for you guys, so you guys can enjoy me failing in another game. Well, that was it for today's episode. I know I uploaded it quite late, but sorry for that. I've been having a lot of issues with actually making this, so cut me some slack. Thanks for watching.